It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from SoFi. This return starts at the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield.
Boy, he wasn't too far away from taking that the distance. But as it is, what a way to start the game. Now as an offense, you take the field for the first time, and the work's halfway done.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. This great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's going to be good for an LA. First down.
First down.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
They've got first down here from the 36. Again, it's Hampton. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Pulls it at the 7. That is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive.
It's an old adage, but it's a true one. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early, put a fear of God into this defense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump back to a 7-0 lead. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets some space around midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive during this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. Next up comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone.
It's a gain of 32.
Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly You set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
6-yard line.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Flushed out of the pocket. They're going to score a touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. It's a Bo Nix touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
That's there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Will Lutz to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Keelan Robinson bringing this back. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Robinson on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton over the drive. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 27-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Short pass brought in. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll run here on 1st down. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. All right, here we go. 2nd down. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
That one is incomplete. complete. He couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
The kick by Lutz is good. And it's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Out of the gun. Here's Hampton. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Herbert from the gun. Escapes the pocket. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Catch made left side by McConkey. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Hampton gets it out of his own lead. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Into the hands of Gadsden. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a field goal lead in our opening quarter. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
Broncos 10.
The Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Bombers, go.
Nick's looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Captain.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix gets everything he has under this one. Picked off by Terrell Smith. And the Chargers take over on his 5th interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
We just marvel at both of them. You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the inside. But this time, it is a takeaway.
It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. 14-10 our score. We're back to SoFi right after this.
At the 36-yard line.
We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. With Hampton. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Troy Anderson, that time with the tackle.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Yeah, I get it. Trying to add further juice and momentum. Throw that hammer. Throw that uppercut early. That hubris was their downfall as it sends them now right back to the sideline.
They're there to send him out of bounds, but Brock, the damage has been done as he gets him up past the 20. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down. Shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Nick's now to throw. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Knowing how a wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate. And I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone. You got to make something happen where you can take a risk like that. A huge sack for this defense.
He's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Hampton now up the middle. And that's an 8-yard chunk to stop this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Quick out wide, complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Herbert on 1st down. Brought in by Ganson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Down inside, give to Hampton. Ooh, he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would love for it to have come early as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down. Back to Hampton. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. A gain of 15 there. And that will set up 1st and goal. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. Chargers currently on top here at SoFi. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Go.
Hampton has the LA touchdown. The Chargers throw their lead just before halftime.
Touchdown,
So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Dickers extra point, he's up and good. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11.
21. Broncos 10.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. This will end up as a touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They'll air it out on 3rd. Drops it down. Harvey. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back still doing it to this day.
Throwing this one back of the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Nix from the gun. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Fairly safe to say is that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
And 10 yards to go.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Warren, here's Warren on his slant. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Looking slant route complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
To number 16.
Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts.
Brings up 2nd
And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now.
Bombers. Oh, I said. Captain. Ready. Away.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Has the downfield working the left. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
That one connects. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Nix, quick out wide, complete. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a one-score game before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
17. Will Lutz to kick off.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers.
Looking to throw. They get him yet again. Surtain has it. And the Broncos might be able to get some points late after the interception.
They'll take over first and 10.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Now Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9.
The thing I can say positive about the execution of that play
1 yard gain.
is at least he didn't go
Brings up
backwards.
second and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Completed over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because Jimmy's going to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Putting a receiver in motion. To throw, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings them to third down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
On third down, here's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for
That took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact separated man from ball.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they've taken back the lead.
Broncos 23.
He connects now for a third time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
Here's Robinson with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Robinson on the return. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Hampton gets the handoff. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Trying for the deep ball. Big gain downfield. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap.
34 yards.
How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10. Here's Hampton. A lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Crowd right.
Herbert from the gun. As a man, it's Lambert Smith. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Go.
On third and 2, Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So on fourth down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Dicker connects there, and they've taken back the lead.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
The Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Left side now caught by Sutton. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for Broncos first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Right side is reeled in by Warren. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out.
16.
Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's going to be first down Denver.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I think we got to be careful. When I raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Nix. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Well, the QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Bombers. Ready.
Here's Nix to throw. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
So the offense out there, the Broncos making the call to go for 2 here.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's going to try and throw for it. And they beat the defense with the throw and get 2 following the touchdown.
31. Chargers.
What we say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Will Lutz to kick
Here's
off
Lutz set to kick this
Broncos.
away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That was Keandre Lambert-Smith on the target. And it's going to be 2nd down.
At the 35-yard
You go middle of the
line.
field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
2nd and 10. Herbert trying again. This is caught by Lambert-Smith. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that's going to be good for an L.A. first down. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. They'll toss it to Hampton. He helped set him out of bounds there after he picked up 7. 2nd and 3.
Out of bounds at the
With all these
18-yard
collisions
line.
these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
Oh, boys, you got this. Oh, boys, let's finish strong. You can score, fellas.
Second and 3 now.
Go.
A run now with Hampton. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and then that's going to make it first and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. They'll run with Hampton. And it gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now trail by just a point in the fourth. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth.
The game, 31-31.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Nix from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Ready! Bombers, bombers, bombers.
On first down, it's Nix. Escapes the pocket. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
A quick throw completed. Out to the left. He goes out a little short of the 40.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you've got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders,
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
At the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Pass taken in by Sutton. A solid gain there, Brock. It's still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Chargers are going to opt for a 50-B third down. He's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
Captain. Away.
From the red zone now. Completed to Sutton. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
To Cortland Sutton.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Broncos in range for a game-winning score. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Makes the throw again. Brings it in. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal.
Bombers.
Setting up to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos jump in front late. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 31. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. He'll look to throw it. Could be a throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Broncos make the play that should win them this game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Down inside the handoff to Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Lining up to take it on 2nd down. So it's a win for the Broncos. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.